Immoral John Hansock here, back on my Halloween special. The month of October is a fun time for many Americans. People love dressing up in costumes, going trick-or-treat, getting candy, visiting haunted houses, and watching horror movies. Many gamers love playing spooky games around Halloween time. So in this episode, I'm going to recommend the best Super Nintendo games for Halloween. The first game is Super Castlevania 4, which is one of the most popular games on the SNES. You play as a dominatrix with a whip. Think of it as 50 Shades of Grey. You use a whip that was purchased from Spencer's Gifts as you battle various enemies. The game is full of gothic horror with creepy bats and skeletons. You can move your whip in 8 directions and swing from hooks, making it an improvement over previous Castlevania games. Capcom certainly outdid themselves on this one. Next game is The Adventures of Dr. Franken, which was published by DTMC in North America in 1993, and Elite Systems in Europe in 1994. In this game, you play as Herman Munster and take Lily on a vacation. You play through 20 stages as you travel across the world looking for body parts to reassemble Lily, whose body parts were mailed around the world. The game has a unique control system. You press Y to attack to the left, and A attacks to the right. It's an interesting platform with a Metroidvania-style progression system and some gothic horror. Warlock is a game released by LGN in 1995, and is based on the Warlock horror film series of 1989. You play as a modern-day druid and have to stop the Warlock from collecting 6 ancient rune stones that could undo Earth's creation. The game has a combination of combat, puzzle solving, and exploration. The combat involves using an energy orb and spells to defeat the enemies. It was praised for its eerie organ music and sound effects, which adds to its spooky atmosphere. The game certainly has horror vibe and is perfect for the Halloween season. Nosferatu was another horror-themed platformer, released by Seta Corporation in Japan in 1994, North America in 1995. It has cinematic animation with beat-em-up combat and Castlevania-inspired atmosphere. Inspired by Prince of Persia, it features rotoscoped animation. You play as Kaya, whose girlfriend Erin has been kidnapped by the vampire Nosferatu. Kaya infiltrates the vampire's castle to rescue Erin and defeat Nosferatu while fighting his way through traps, monsters, and puzzles. Real Monsters was published by Viacom the Media in 1995 and based on a Disney cartoon. Players control Igus, Oblina, and Crumb to pass their monster midterm exams by scaring humans and collecting trash. Each character has their own abilities. Igus can fly short distances, Oblina can reach high ledges, and Crumb can scan off-screen areas. Players can switch between characters at any time to perform a team move, like stacking to reach high places. The main weapon is trash, which can be thrown at enemies. Collecting garbage sacks and fish bones upgrades your ammo to triple trash. You can also collect monster manuals to perform a scare attack, which can defeat all enemies on screen or damage bosses. The Addams Family is another platform where you play as Gomez Addams and you have to rescue his kidnapped family members in a mansion filled with traps, monsters, and secrets. The game includes hidden rooms, underground vaults, and trap-filled corridors. The game has non-linear exploration. It was published by Ocean in 1992 and based on the Addams Family movie of 1991. Casper is an action-adventure game based on the movie from 1995. It was developed by Absolute Entertainment and published by Natsumi in 1996. You play as Casper, the friendly ghost, who must protect Cat Harvey as she explores Whipstaff Manor, which is full of hidden rooms and traps. Casper can morph into objects such as lightning bolts and weights, in order to clear rooms and defeat enemies. The game loosely follows the movie. Casper and Cat explore the haunted mansion while facing threats from the ghostly trio and Kerrigan. You must protect Cat, solve puzzles, and uncover secrets of the Lazarus Machine. Demon's Crest is a platform released by Capcom in 1994. You play as Firebrand, the Red Demon, and you have to reclaim 6 elemental crests and stop the villain Flex. Each crest gives you abilities such as flight, underwater movement, and wall climbing. The levels are non-linear and allow for exploration. It has some RPG elements and intense boss battles. This game certainly has the right gothic theme for Halloween. Ghoul Patrol was developed by LucasArts and published by JVC Musical Industries in 1994. It's a run-and-gun action game and the official sequel to Zombies Ate My Neighbors. You play as Zeke and Julie as they fight enemies unleashed from a haunted library exhibit. They use funny weapons such as chickens and squirt guns. The game has a maze element and is loved for nice graphics. The game is also planned for Sega Genesis and TurboGrafx 16. Those ports were cancelled. Mary Shelley's Frankenstein is a platform released in 1994 by Sony Image Soft and developed by Bid Studios. Based on the Kenneth Branagh film adaptation, players control a monster in a quest for revenge against its creator, Victor Frankenstein. The game involves going around and beating enemies with a stick while navigating your way through platforming and puzzle solving. It is a game I like to play after snorting crack. Porky Pig's Haunted Holiday is developed by Phoenix Interactive Entertainment and published in 1995 by Sunsoft in North America and Acclaim in Europe. In the game, Porky Pig is planning to go on vacation, but falls asleep and has a series of nightmares. In order to wake up, he must make it through 6 levels, including a haunted forest, a ghost town, and a scary castle, until you meet Miss Piggy at the end. Porky can swing on chains, climb, swim, and ride bubbles. Each level features weather and seasonal color changes that vary each time you play, adding replay value and visual variety. This game definitely has some creepy Halloween vibes. Next game is Wolfchild, developed by Core Design Limited and published by Virgin Interactive in 1993. In this game, you play as Eddie Munster, and after you rescue a scientist who was kidnapped and brainwashed into creating an army of mutant warriors. This platformer has 8-directional scrolling as you battle your way through 5 levels taking on mutants and bosses. This game is not as well known as the Castlevania series, but still has gothic action platforming. And finally, the last game on the list, Zombies Ate My Neighbors. This game was developed by LucasArts and published by Konami in 1993. You play as Zeke and Julie as you rescue neighbors in 2-player co-op action as they fight zombies and monsters in this run-and-gun adventure. You use weapons such as squirt guns, soda cans, popsicles, and footballs. The game has a password system and fun game genie codes. This game was influenced by the Walking Dead series and one of the most fun games on the SNES. So that's my list of the best Halloween games on the SNES. If you're a first-time viewer, I ask you to come back and watch my humble series. I have more humble episodes coming. You folks are wonderful and beautiful. Let's keep it positive. This is the Immoral John Hansock, signing out.